More question, how long did that take you?
Give you the short answer.
Yeah.
I started in 2016.
Hey, what's going on, guys? We are at the Lego Brick Convention. Let's see what we got in store.
All over there, all over there, and
So we're at the Brick Lego Convention, and I'm supposed to impress Tim Hutchings on my build today. The only problem is I've never built anything from scratch, and I only have a few minutes to do it.
awesome build. So I'm excited to hear the stories.
All right, guys, we are here with Tim Hutchings, Season 4 Lego Master, and today I'm going to ask him about my build. So earlier, my daughter and I were building. He put us up to the challenge for 10 minutes to build a spaceship. I want him to rate my spaceship.
Oh, no.
Yes. So you could be completely honest. I may have not got the best angle here, but you know, I did my best here. So
I love it.
Do you?
And the fact that you were actually able to find some parts that kind of match is amazing, because that really is a box of junk.
Yeah.
I mean, and even on the show, it was kind of the same way. One of the jokes of the Lego world, when you get a lot of bulk parts, you'll get the wedges. There's right and a left. You either get all the right or you get all the left.
Oh my goodness.
And that's exactly how it was on the show. You
Really?
go back there to the bin, and you would either have it was only full of right or full of left. And once in a blue moon, if you dug deep enough and wasted enough time, you might find one of the others. And then the colors, you might find one in one color and one in another color. So it was a challenge. It truly, you guys had to live that a little bit too, and you did a fine job. I will say.
I appreciate it. I'm not gonna lie. I took some pieces from my daughter because they weren't matching, but we're not gonna say.
I'm pretty sure that's how that works too. There's no rule against it. So
Hey, you didn't say the rules, so I was like, I'm gonna take some pieces.
the fact she let you have them, that's probably pretty
Right?
good,
She was
huh?
like, you could have this and this. But let me ask you this, Tim. So, with that whole challenge, like, you look at the pieces, what's going through your mind? What is the thought process there?
So that was a big thing that I was kind of afraid of when we finally did get on the show, because we tried several times.
Yeah.
I'd been having a real hard time just creatively in general, because I do artwork, carpentry work, and the Lego and all that stuff. And I've had all these ideas I wanted to build, but just getting started.
Yeah.
And I tell people all the time, just start putting brick together. But I kind of, it's like everything. You do what I say, not what I do.
Sure.
And so I need to remember that more often, because it is true. Like with the mountains and stuff, I just sit down with a bucket of bricks and I just start, and it comes together.
Yeah.
And what was kind of cool on the show, once I figured out what I was going to build, and I kind of was the creature guy, and Tim handled a lot of the buildings, and he definitely was our movement guy. So he usually would handle that stuff, and I just kind of ended up doing the creatures.
Yeah.
And it was kind of funny. We'd decide on the creatures, and I'd get over to the brick pit, and I'd just kind of start looking, and I would kind of in my mind, it was kind of, I call it Emmett mode, because it was kind of funny, like on the Lego movie. I would just see things in my head and in mind's eye, whatever, and I start pulling those pieces, and then when I went back to the table, it just kind of flowed. I never really was like, ooh, what am I going to do? It just all kind of came together. I would kind of see a master plan, so to speak. So,
oh man, that's awesome.
I don't know if it's part of the pressure, because I really would never felt that much pressure. I was just living life. I was having the best time, every part of it. We had tried, this was the third go around. The previous year we were the alternate team, and to be there a whole week thinking you're on the show, and then at the end of the day, they sent everybody back except for us and Ethan and Dom, and they said our bus, because we had ridden out with them that morning, and I just thought they were wanting to mix us up, because we had been with Tacos and Corey the other days. And so everybody else left, and we're all still there, and they took Tim and I outside, and they give us the news. Well, good news, bad news. Bad news first was, well, you were the alternate team. And I won't lie, that next day, that Saturday, was just one of the worst days of my life. And then I don't know, I just kind of reconciled with it, because the good news was that we would be at the top of the list for if there was a season 4. And so I hold on to that tight. And so by the time we went home, it's okay. But it was a hard year.
Sure.
Going to conventions and seeing our friends from season 3 and not being able to really ever say, we were with them for a while and stuff.
Yeah.
But on the end of that, when we did get on season 4, I just, I felt like it just meant to be. I mean, life just happens the way it should if you really and because I just was like, you know what, as much as I loved the people on season 3 and was heartbroken about not getting on, this is the group we're supposed to do this with. And it was fantastic. Everyone, we were just like we'd all been together forever immediately, and had such a good time in the week leading up to starting filming and stuff. And so it was just, it just got to learn to be patient about things. And it was a good life lesson. And then since then I've been able to travel and do these shows. I've worked with several different shows. I'm fortunate in that before the show I had done a lot of different events and stuff, conventions and stuff, and had gotten to know the owners and different things. So when we were able to be part of it, the ones that have Lego Masters and stuff, I was able to get in with them. And so this year I made the decision to pretty much exclusively do brick convention, because we're doing, I think he just added some shows. I think we're going to do almost 30 shows this year.
A lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
And we're doing and 14 of those are in a row.
Woo, man.
I think it's from the end of July clear to the 1st of November every weekend. And then am going to continue. I help set up Brick Fair. So we will be in Oklahoma City next weekend for this, and then they get a couple weeks off, but I'm going to Brick Fair for a week to help set that up.
That's awesome.
And at the end of that 14 show run is another Brick Fair in Oaks, PA, outside of Philly, I guess.
Yeah.
And I will be going, so my 15th in a row will be a week of that. So
That's
I don't know.
insane. We're rock stars here, guys.
Oh.
Tim, the philosopher, the Lego master, life lessons, guys. You got to be patient. I love it.
Well, it is true. I mean, you have to have faith and I'm watching that with my son right now. He got the opportunity to study abroad. He's in Belgium.
That's awesome.
And and this may be more than you people want to hear, but
hey, that's okay. I'm all for it. Keep going.
He actually got the opportunity right before Christmas to go to Washington, D.C. For it was this energy conference, and they invited college kids, and they interacted with some of the big, BP oil and all that time. They were there talking about renewable energy sources and stuff. And it was kind of weird because he wasn't studying anything about that. But it was kind of an opportunity that he got, and he actually ended up meeting some people. And he is now kind of shifted directions, and then being in Belgium now, he has actually changed a little bit, go into electrical engineering, but with building control systems and stuff for these renewable energy. And Europe they're big on the renewable energy. So he's seeing firsthand how it probably really should be done and utilized. So it's just that kind of thing, he's just kind of letting things flow. And of course I'm, in the back of his head, telling him the same thing and stuff. Because it's been kind of stressful. He's had some trials to get over there. And now he was supposed to come back at the end of May, but they don't do their finals till June. And apparently the lady that at the TU, University of Tulsa, where he's going to school, told him, they'll make allowances. It'll work out. No, they're very strict, and they don't bend the rules. So he's going to have to stay an extra month, and that kind of creates some issues with an internship. But again, it's just how things in life just kind of happen. I mean, I won't go into the whole thing, but the whole reason I'm standing here is a lot of happy accidents and weird coincidences and stuff. So
100%. You got to keep going, guys. Even when you feel like you don't feel like you got anything else in you, you got to keep going, because beautiful things happen when you just be patient, you work hard, and like I tell my clients, you win the day, eventually you'll win the week. You win the week, you'll win the month. You win the month, you'll eventually win the year. So guys, the lesson here is patience. Let me ask you one more question, Tim.
Absolutely.
What is the best Lego piece set that you've ever built?
Probably that.
That thing right
that
there.
has brought the most joy to the most people.
Yeah.
Ever. So I mean, not only I built it for myself.
Sure.
And I have had so much pleasure in doing it, but it has gotten so much love over the years. And I thought I was pretty much done with the Lego conventions with it, but because of the shows and traveling, it's been a lot of cities that it's never been to.
Yeah.
So this thing, it went to, I did 23 shows last year, and probably 15 of those I got to take it to. This year, this will be at all 30 of the shows we're doing. So,
oh, that's crazy.
Now, a couple repeats. Like, it's been here
Sure.
because of Brick Rodeo a couple of times. And we are going back to Ventura, California. I had it out there last year. And then Austin, Texas. We were supposed to be there in January.
Yeah.
But everywhere else, it's going to be a new for new people and all that thing. So,
very exciting. One more question. How long did that take you?
well, I'll give you the short answer.
Yeah.
It turned into a 5-year project. I started in 2016 with a very small version of it, and what you're seeing is the 2021 final expanded version. Now, throughout those, it kind of every couple years was a really big expansion to it, and I procrastinate really bad. So it would be, a month and a half out from the convention. I'm like, oh, I got to get going on this. So I speed build, a lot, and that's the nice thing with Western stuff. There's nothing too complicated about it. It's you can just have the details, but it's at the end of the day, it's pretty basic square buildings and all that kind of stuff. So
love it.
It all worked out pretty good. And,
love it.
I'm always still adding to it. I've gotten really into the crazy people. So I discovered on Bricklink, I order a lot of parts for the Buffalo kits. If you go into the molded head section, a lot of times these guys, all the little Disney characters, the Muppets, all that, you can just get the heads. So I've been just ordering all these different heads, and then I create a cowboy body. So I've been adding a bunch of them in.
There's a little tip for you guys right there.
Oh, absolutely. Awesome. It is. It took me quite a few years to figure that one out.
Man, we're getting everything.
Because I was buying the figures, like the Looney Tune and the CMF figures. I was buying the whole figure just for the head, and finally it dawned on me, wait a minute, some of these guys are tearing them completely apart and selling them. So there you go. You can have and even aliens. So there's all kinds of stuff in there.
That's awesome. Well, anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. Tim, it was a pleasure.
It was a real pleasure.
I appreciate it.